This video provides a brief tutorial on how to perform searches through the Neuroscience Information Framework. The Neuroscience Information Framework is a large inventory of resources that are available to neuroscientists through the web. By resources, we mean data, tools, databases, materials, services, all things neuroscience. To start a search, you can use the simple search interface and begin by typing in any word or phrase, just like you would with a search engine. Over here you have two options. One is search NIF, the other is search Neuralex. Let's concentrate on search NIF. When I click the search button, I'm taken to the NIF Advanced Search interface. Essentially, NIF has information contained in different indices, each one of them slightly different. We won't focus too much on the literature tab because I think that's self-explanatory. NIF provides search across PubMed abstracts. It also, however, provides a full-text search over the open access literature and all literature deposited in PubMed Central. So you can also sometimes find additional things in there that you wouldn't find through a conventional PubMed search. The largest index is the NIF Data Federation. The NIF Data Federation contains information aggregated from over 100 different databases that are available through the web. This information is organized according to level of the nervous system and data type. So essentially, all of the information that comes from the cellular level, molecular level, brain regions can be accessed by clicking on this plus sign and looking at the different sources. If I click on any one of these sources, it will take me to a simple view of that data source. Remember, NIF is a data federation, so that means all of our information come from independently maintained databases that are available and have been put together by other neuroscience researchers or biomedical researchers. At the top of this window, you see a description of what this is, a repository of brain mapping data. And over here you get a brief summary of the results so that you have some idea of what's contained in them. Notice that your search term here is highlighted in bold. There are other links that are provided. For example, this will take you back to the record in the original database, in this case the SumsDB. You can always get back to the NIF by tabbing. It's somewhat easier to understand what you're looking for when you go to the data type list. So here you can see that it tells you we have images, brain activation foci. For example, the SumsDB is found under brain activation foci, along with the BRAID database, which is another database of brain activation foci. Drugs, models, clinical trials, connectivity, essentially all types of information about the hippocampus. Notice also that when you query NIF for hippocampus, you get an auto expansion into different synonyms that are used to refer to hippocampus in the literature. So if we go and look at the NIF integrated view on connectivity, you see that it gets connectivity to Ammon's horn, which is also another name for the hippocampus. In this way, we help to mitigate against some of the heterogeneity that one sees when you are connecting to independent resources. There are several things you can do once you have a view like this. If you need to expand the window, you can use the interface here to expand your viewing window, make it larger so that you can see more results. You can determine how many page results that you would like to see. You can turn on and off individual columns. Sometimes that helps so that you can compress more results. So here I'm turning off the reference column. You can export these to a spreadsheet so that you can download them and look at them. There's other things that you can do also to help expand your search. So over here in the search options, you'll notice that there's a box with a folder with hippocampus. That means that hippocampus is part of the NIF vocabularies. NIF uses an extensive ontology to help search for neuroscience and organize information. And if I click on that arrow, I see that there are parts and related concepts. So parts, you can see, are all the different parts of the hippocampus, and I can add these to my search boxes if I wish. So I can broaden my search to look for parts. There are also related concepts. So you'll see the parts here, but you also see different types of neurons and other things that are associated with it. Now again, this is just meant to be a brief introduction, so we don't want to overload you with too much information. But I also want to call your attention to the NIF registry. The NIF registry, unlike the Data Federation, is a catalog of all the resources that we know that are out there. So NIF goes around regularly, it looks for websites, it looks in papers, it goes to conferences, and it tries to find resources that we think that will be useful to the neuroscience community. These are organized according to the type of resource. So you see over here, we have data or knowledge resources, software, educational opportunities, research materials. If you click on these, it will tell you that we have this type of software, this type of data processing that's available. Again, these are listed according to these different attributes, very simple. If you click on them, it will take you to that resource. Not sure. It'll take you to that resource. You can also see the record for that in the Neuralex wiki that we mentioned before. So if you click on See Full Record, it will take you to the Neuralex. That is a wiki that we maintain that houses all our vocabularies and also all of our resource descriptions. So every time we add a resource to the NIF, it gets a wiki page. So that's a basic introduction to how to search through NIF and what you'll find when you get into the NIF Advanced Search Interface. We will have additional tutorials posted that will show you some of the advanced features, but this should let you get started in exploring the NIF.